will be a customer for you. I will produce media that will promote your company. I will sponsor more skateboarders, which will in turn result in more public jurisdictions wanting skateboarding, skate products, more skate shops. This will boost the industry. Or you can go hang out with those activists and they're immediately like, nah, we don't care about that stuff. Let's roll, baby. So simplified, long story short, we're winning.
The problem with that is like the opposite is true. And I think Tucker had something on with he had the guy talking about Ozempic and the pharmaceutical ads. He's saying all these news companies, they're taking such a share of their revenue and advertising from the pharmaceutical companies to the news stations, and they won't call out these drugs. So whether it was with the vax, whatever it was, if your sponsor is these people, the last thing you're going to do is start dumping on them. Well, so we can't get real news anymore.
Yeah. But don't worry, because Timcast is sponsored by castbrew.com. So long as people buy products from Public Square companies and companies that are on Public Square or Public Square in general has sponsored us several times, we are building a parallel economy. And here's the best part. I love the meme of the brought to you by Pfizer, brought to you by Pfizer. Well, guess what? All those companies are laying people off and shutting down.
That's true.
Brought to you by who cares? They're losing.
Even the Super Bowl. Did you see that Pfizer ad? And then it's like at the end they said, oh, they're on the road to curing cancer. And they sponsored the Super Bowl. And I'm like, how do these people flip that switch like that? They go from pushing this to being like, oh, by the way, we're curing cancer.
But let them, right?
Yeah.
Because the landscape is shifting. Wall Street Journal. I like Wall Street Journal, but they're laying people off. LA Times laying people off. CBS just fired a bunch of journalists. And I'm like, I'm sitting back and laughing my ass off as people like Taylor Lorenz try to rag on the work we do while she's basically on the verge of being unemployed along with all the rest of them. I think she still works for the Washington Post or whatever.
She does. So, She's still like the tech reporter.
Right. And so she's producing TikTok videos.
And where she wears masks too. She still wears masks.
TikTok videos?
No, but like when she's mostly on Threads and like it's all this mask content that she wears. But yeah, I mean, Public Square sponsored Bethany Hamilton, which was so cool, and Rip Curl, owned themselves by being like, this is a woman surfer. And it's just this big fella on a surfboard.
Well, so it was the surfer.
Yeah.
She lost an arm in a shark attack, I believe.
Yeah,
right?
she sure did.